His daughter was slapped hard right before his eyes. The man walked out of the room as if nothing happened, but as soon as his wife and child were out of sight, he claimed he left his phone at the arcade and had to go back to get it. He tracked down the bullies and the security guard who hurt his daughter. At this moment, he was no longer a kind ordinary father. He became a professionally trained killing machine. In less than 5 minutes, the entire arcade was completely transformed by him. Just when he thought the trouble was over, the next day, Hatch took his family to the amusement park and noticed a group of police officers lurking around them. He realized these people wouldn't let things go easily. To be safe, he immediately contacted the Mr. Fix-It brothers. They told him that security guard had far more complex connections than imagined. He was the second in command of the city's biggest gang, with close ties to the police, and their leader Londina was even more terrifying. Unlike traditional gangs bound by blood, she built her empire purely through ruthlessness. Mr. Fix-It advised Hatch to let it go, but to protect his family.
I mean, you got any intel, an address or anything?
I'll give you a lead, but hear me on this. You're on your own, Hatch.
After learning the guard had a shipment about to be moved, Hatch showed up at their warehouse with a can of gasoline. Without hesitation, he doused piles of goods and cash with fuel, and coldly threatened the guard. If this money and cargo went up in flames, not only would the place burn, his boss Londina would surely come for him. A dead silence fell over the room. Then Hatch made a simple demand. He just wanted a breather, a safe vacation with his family. He didn't want things to escalate, but the guard laughed scornfully. Several of his men were already in the hospital because of Hatch. Anyone could see Hatch wasn't just some ordinary dad. The idea of de-escalation was a joke just as Hatch raised his lighter, ready to ignite the gasoline-soaked cash. The guard's face finally darkened. He said Hatch was lucky today, and told him to get out now, or he'd end him for good. But as Hatch turned to leave, he saw a boy tied up stumbling out from a truck container. Hesitation flashed in his eyes, but he knew too well what would happen if he did nothing. Amid the chaos, the gasoline-covered cash caught fire. A wounded Hatch rushed out of the inferno with the boy. Burning fuel and exploding chemicals engulfed the whole yard. Meanwhile, when Londina got the news, she erupted like a volcano. Cash and chemicals were destroyed. Worse still, all her men were wiped out. She stared at the screen at that seemingly ordinary man, rage burning in her eyes. She told her remaining followers she wouldn't stop until Hatch was dead.